Welcome to Lunch Break. We get an hour lunch, so we're spending 15 minutes of it each day to talk about whatever. So, let's begin the week.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
It's Monday.
It is Monday. Marvelous Monday. I'm not at work today.
Yeah. Why are you doing that?
I've got they did that thing where they were like, oh, we're not going to roll over any vacation time anymore.
Oh, yeah.
So I decided to just use a couple days. So
Gotcha.
I've taken off this Monday. I'm taking off next Monday. And then I've got some more days off later in the year that I'm going to take off around the holidays.
Yeah.
I'd take off specifically for the holidays, but they don't want us doing that yet. So I'm reserving a few more days for that. Hopefully I can get a couple days around Thanksgiving, Halloween, and Christmas off.
Yeah. Sounds cool.
Well, yeah, today's been very relaxing. I slept in, I went to Kroger, got some stuff, did some exercise, and then started working on my nuclear stuff. The project's basically done. I've got all I have left to do is minor edits and the finale, and I'm like about halfway done with the finale. But I've decided to increase the scope of the map that I'm making.
Yeah.
So instead of just doing the US, I'm doing the US, Canada, Europe, Russia, and China, and Australia. But it's not going to take nearly as long as the US did, because for the US, I was using a target database. So it was like really in depth, and there was, it was excessive, the amount of targets that I was targeting. But for the rest of the countries in Europe and all the other places I mentioned, I'm basically just going off of instinct. I'm just like, okay, what are the largest cities? What would be the likely targets there? What would be the likely yields? And I have a good instinctual idea for that right now. And then I also Google like Cold War documents that show likely targets, which typically are the same things that I think. And other than that, I look up military bases. So yeah, it's been nice. I've done loads of countries in Europe now. I've done the UK, Belgium, Netherlands, France. I've done the Baltic states. I've done Montenegro. Currently working on France, which I'm almost done with. And from there, I'll go on to Germany and Italy and the rest of the other places, which I think I can probably get all that done today.
Sounds cool. Have you played on the Steam Machine at all?
Yeah, I played a little bit. I played, what's the fighting game? Corn?
You mean KOTOR or Kyborg?
Kyborg, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that's like a best representation of what the Steam Machine can do.
The Steam Machine just does everything. I mean, that's not even a bad... That game is kind of heavy. It runs way better on Steam Machine than it did on Steam Deck.
I'm definitely very interested in games like Red Dead 2, Crimson Desert, and Kingdom Come Deliverance. I want to play all those out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Crimson Desert. Like, it looked amazing out here when you were playing it. And
yeah.
It's on the lowest settings. It still looks amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm stoked to play it. I started it and then never really got into it because I couldn't play it out here. But I can play it out here now. It's just like, I don't know. I'm really, really liking Baldur's Gate right now, so I'll probably play more of that mostly. But I've now launched and ran, I think, all of the games I've installed on it, with exception to Portal 2 and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And Valheim. I haven't opened that yet, but we know that's going to work anyway. So.
And Kenshi, I guess.
Yeah.
But again, we know that's going to work. It worked fine on the Steam Deck.
I haven't ran Kingdom Come either.
I assume it's going to run fine.
Yeah, no, I mean, it should be fine. Again, everything runs fine. Like, I haven't run into any games that don't just work.
Yeah.
So,
but can it run Crysis?
The worst one so far was Borderlands 2, because when I launched the stupid game, it was in the wrong aspect ratio because it thought that this was a Steam Deck, it kind of pissed me off immediately. I was like, why? Why do you think this is a Steam Deck? And it launched it at like the Steam Deck's resolution and shit. So I had to go in and like set everything to high and then reset the resolution and everything. But now it's fine, and it maxes that game out at 60 easy. I mean, that game is so old now.
Definitely is really annoying. Like the Steam Machine, part of the reason why we got it was specifically for that reason.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just annoying because I was like, well, fuck. I don't know. I just didn't want to have to go through and redo it because I reinstalled the game too. So it was like a fresh install, but it still decided to be like, I don't know, confused. I really want to get Subnautica 2. And I plan on playing that out here, and I'm very, very excited for that because that game looks amazing from what I've seen, and I really, really want to play it. It sounds awesome. And yeah.
What's your Baldur's Gate squad like? I know you're playing as basically your D&D character, so I assume like a roguey, stealthy type.
Yeah.
What about the like? What followers do you have? Like, what are
mean,
their play styles?
I don't know. I fucking, I don't know. I there's the cleric lady. She's just like a healer, I guess. It's just the NPCs are already there. Their classes are already picked. The only thing you can pick is the subclasses.
I know you picked the vampire guy. I'm pretty sure he's pretty similar to your main character.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't pick anybody. I mean, I just, every time somebody's like, "I'll come to your camp," I'm like, "Sure."
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just how I've been playing. It's,
I don't have very much experience with the NPCs in that game. The only time I really played it seriously was a full squad of players.
yeah. I mean, I've just invited literally everybody to the camp. Yeah. I mean, he's basically the same as me, except I made him assassin subclass,
Yeah.
and then I'm swashbuckler, I think. So it's like Darrow could become in D&D a fucking arcane mage essentially.
Yeah.
For like disillusionment spells and shit. And I was like, that does sound really cool. And you also get like a familiar when you do that, like a pet. That would be kind of neat. I do kind of want to do that, but Blake has multiple times mentioned, please don't do that. But everyone chooses that. Like pick something different. You know what I mean?
Something more interesting.
Yeah. But I was really leaning on an assassin in D&D for like our campaign, but in playing this and like looking through what the differences are between swashbuckler and assassin, I went with swashbuckler because I feel like swashbuckler is like they're kind of very similar, assassin and swashbuckler, but assassin is more focused on the stealth aspects of it. Swashbuckler is also focused on stealth. Like you get a lot of advantages from stealth, but you also kind of excel on one-on-one combat. So like if you're able to if you're fighting multiple people, you're way less effective. But if you're fighting like a single person, you get advantages in almost like every aspect. Like if I'm the first person to hit, then I always have advantage every single time. So like I'll go first, and then they won't ever. I can always hit, and then break off without being hit again.
Okay.
So I can like literally like for any one person, I can just hit them, run away. They can't hit me back, and then I can go in, hit them again, run away, and they can never hit me unless they have range. And then even if they do have range, they would only hit me on their turn, or something else would have to happen.
So I guess like assassin is more so like getting really critical hits on one guy.
Yeah, assassin's basically like you have to sneak up on somebody and you have to hit them at exactly the right moment. You have abilities to get away, but you're not as like effective in long-term combat between a single individual as you would be with swashbuckler.
Yeah. Assassins are more for like ambushes.
Right.
Okay.
So I've been sticking with that. He also has some like late game, like really late game, like high level shit. Has some really cool abilities that are like really combat focused and like taking out an individual. So it's like really, really, really powerful when fighting one-on-one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm basically just testing that out. But yeah.
My ranger in D&D, I'm going to go for like the hunting specification. So like I'm not the best when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. I can do it, but my guy excels at long-range, like criticals, basically. It's like a sniping people.
Right.
Not necessarily sneaky, but sneaking is just going to help add to it.
Right.
I've got I think it's a spell. It's called like Hunter's Focus, but it gives me advantage to rolling, so I'm more accurate to hit. And then if I do hit with it activated, I get an extra attack die, so it's basically like a critical every time I use it.
Right.
So if I add that with the hunter specification and while getting a stealth hit, I'm gonna be stacking insane amounts of damage.
Did you see the trailer for the new for Endgame came out?
I saw you posted it, but I haven't
Doom,
watched it yet.
Not Endgame, Doom, whatever. Yeah, I mean it looks kind of cool. I mean they're doing the same. They're doing the fucking Endgame or Avengers thing. Where they're just like, everyone's in this movie. And it's a little bit, I think, probably overdone.
Yay.
So, I don't know how that's going to go. Hopefully it doesn't suck.
We get to see all our favorite characters again.
I guess.
I'm kind of I don't know if I want to see Odyssey in theaters. I'd rather just watch it here. I've been hearing a lot of people that I know seen it, like Blake has seen it, and he says it's not bad, but it's not good either. It's just kind of long, and it looks pretty, but it's 3 hours long and overstays its welcome.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of really high hopes for that movie.
The original trailers looked awesome.
Yeah. But the more I was hearing about it, the more I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do this movie justice this time. But apparently it's not bad, which is cool. I'm glad. I will watch it.
Yeah, I don't think I want to see it in theaters. It would be cool because, it looks amazing, but we've got great sound in here.
Yeah. Should be fine. I'm bummed we're not going to see Matt again for like probably another 30 years.
Yeah.
That kind of blows.
He had to do stuff with his friends last week, and then this week we're going to Kings Island.
Yeah.
Don't know what's going on the week afterwards.
No idea.
Maybe we'll see him. Who knows?
Yeah. Kings Island should be kind of cool. I mean, I'm really anticipating that day being fun, but also partially miserable.
Yeah, a lot of standing around, getting really hot. Big crowds. Really expensive food.
Right. Yeah.
It'll be like DayZ, like long stretches of boredom interspersed with very thrilling excitement.
Yeah. Kind of wish he did it at like a different park. Just like because the logistics of this are going to be kind of awful.
Yeah, I definitely would have preferred like Holiday World or Kentucky Kingdom again, even though Kentucky Kingdom's it's okay. Like it's not a bad park, but it's nothing like Kings Island or Holiday World.
Yeah.
It's just convenient because it's like right down the road.
Right. Oh, God.
Sure, it'll be a blast, though. You have to lather up in sunscreen like every 5 seconds.
I'm assuming I fully anticipate the Flight of Fear to be the best part of it. Also because of the AC. It's going to be the only line we're going to be in that has air conditioning, and we're probably going to be like, this is the best thing we've experienced since we got here. I think we should save it for later. I don't think we should go on that one sooner. I think we should like get there, ride a bunch of other rides and shit, and then that should be like the last one we ride. Hopefully be able to ride it multiple times because it's like the most awesome ride.
I hope it's not how it was, how Blake was describing, because it's a really good ride. The theming is awesome, but he said the last time he went there, they had the lights on during the line, so like it ruined the theme.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know why they would do that, but hopefully it's not like that this time.
Yeah.
Still, it's nice to be in the air conditioner, but the atmosphere really adds to it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
I've also been craving caves recently. Like, I kind of want to go to Mammoth Cave.
I'm not. I just got done watching a video of somebody like dying in a cave.
I don't want to do like the caving bit, just like, the guided tours.
Yeah.
I'm not really that interested in the insanity that is going into a cave that's unexplored.
I've been to Mammoth Cave like 2 or 3 times, and every time I've been kind of just underwhelmed. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's cool. We're underground. It's cool down here. Some deep holes. Can't really see anything. And then, I don't know.
I forget what my favorite cave there is called. It's the one that's like, it's like a spiral staircase that goes around this stalactite, and it looks like a waterfall.
Yeah.
That bit's really cool. Like, it's really tall, too. Like, you look down, and it's like, oh, I'm looking down like a 10-story building right now.
Right.
And then it's unfortunate, but also a little funny. Like, you're going to the caves, and the people that are claustrophobic start freaking out. They're like, I can't do this.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, you poor lady. Cave diving, though, that's insane. I don't see why anyone would ever want to do that ever.
Because it's insane.
It just sounds like one of the craziest things you could ever do.
Yeah. Some people like to do the craziest things they could ever do.
Yeah.
I just want the adrenaline of, holy shit, I could very well die down here.
I'd rather go skydiving.
Yeah. That makes sense. Oh, God. I really, really, really don't want to go back to work today.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's gonna blow.
What have you been working on?
Some awful project that I can't seem to fucking finish. 'Cause it's really convoluted and it's just odd. It's strange in a lot of ways, and I'm not really sure what it is I'm supposed to do in it most of the time. So
A classic.
Yeah.
That sucks.
it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's a short week for me, so that's cool, I guess.
You get off Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to get a 4-day weekend then.
Yeah, but then I don't get to hang out with Matt. It was so fucking cool hanging out with Matt, especially on those days where I just take off. I'm like, Matt's just here. I'm like, hell yeah.
I'd say you could come over Friday, but I forgot he has a new job, so
Yeah.
wouldn't really be able to do that.
Yeah. But we're not going to see him that entire weekend.
You could possibly come over Sunday.
I don't know if he's gonna.
Yeah, I don't know if he would want to do that. Just stay for one day because he has to work the next day.
Yeah.
Though he does work like later in the evening, so
I mean, maybe he could. I mean, yeah. I don't know when we'd be back on Saturday.
I'd assume pretty late.
Maybe.
Probably
So,
going to be up there all day.
Yeah.
Be really sore afterwards. Oh, my aching back.
I don't know, man. Shit, it's the way she goes.
It's the way of the road.
Oh yeah, I guess I gotta go, and you gotta sit around and do fuck all.
Just get to hang out and play around and think about being at work tomorrow.
Yay.
Yay, work. Blech. I wish you luck, senor.
Yeah, I won't make it.
I believe in you.
No.
Okay, well,
All right.
goodbye.
Bye.
Thursday, woo.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
I'm not going back to jail.
You're going back to jail.
I'm not going back to jail.
Wait,
What?
it's Tuesday.
Oh, yes. Well, it's my Wednesday.
Wacky Wednesday.
Okay.
It's my cheeky Tuesday.
I don't like it when you say that.
You don't like a cheeky Tuesday?
No.
So let's talk about this crab situation.
Let's not. Yesterday I did a stream playing what was I talking about? Wait, hold on. What was I what game was I playing?
Psychonauts.
Psychonauts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the fuck was I even talking about? Oh, I tried to do a stream of that game yesterday, and first of all, it was awesome because I got the game to work. I hadn't been able to play that game in ages. The controls in the game are broken just the way that they are. It was made for mouse and keyboard on PC, and it was never intended for use with the controller, but there's a fix if you use Proton, so you can actually play it. But what I thought was interesting was when we do these podcasts, I talk right into the microphone, like I am right now, because that's the way that it's mixed, it's balanced, it's specifically set up to do this. I did that the whole stream, I think, when I played that game, without thinking about it, and there were no consequences, even though it was absolutely 100% hitting the limiter the entire time, but it sounded fine. So I'm kind of torn because I know that that's bad. Like, that's not typically the right thing to do. Like, you shouldn't be, like, your voice shouldn't be slamming into a limiter all the time. But as long as there's no artifacting, I don't really know what the downside is. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at. So that's where I am right now. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm in a silly mood today.
Well, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to fucking snap out of it because we got to do this podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. Real serious mood. So is it like compression or something? I don't know anything
No,
about
it has
audio.
nothing to do with compression. I mean, there's definitely I use compression. I use a little bit of compression when we're live because, like for the podcast, we don't use any compression. Well, there's post. It's in post, but most of it's normalization with a little bit of compression at the very end. But like with live stuff, you kind of have to use compression because there's no way to like ensure that the audio is balanced all the time. So there's compression involved, and then in post, it's more just about balancing those channels. And but no, I'm talking about like an actual limiter, which is like just like it's a hard limiter. It basically is like you're saying if the audio gets to this this volume level in decibels, then you stop it right there.
Yeah.
And when you do a harsh cut like that, I mean, these mics are balanced in such a way that like they should never peak physically. Like the diaphragm of this microphone, there's really no volume level that I can speak at that would cause this thing to peak because I have it balanced in such a way over there that that won't happen.
Yeah.
So it really comes down to software. What's wrong with you?
You're making me cough. I'm sorry. My allergies are acting up and it's making me like drool and it went down the wrong hole and my eyes are watering.
You're not even drinking anything. Oh, the drool.
As you were saying?
So yeah, it just hits a limiter and stops. And a lot of the time with my compression limiters, like it will create artifacting or these horrible pop sounds that just come in every once in a while and they're just there. And they drive me nuts. I can't work around them. There's nothing I can... Well, I can go in and make a little tiny envelope and a little, little V every time I see one, but I have to catch every one of them. That means I have to, sit there and review the entire live stream, which is like an hour and a half, and I ain't got time for that. I'm not going to sit there and watch the entire hour and a half live stream to find every single fucking pop in the microphone. So, I prefer to not use them at all, which is why I had it set up the way I did, where I intended for us to be a certain distance away from the microphone to prevent that from happening, because there's nothing I can't fix in post.
Nothing.
And if it's live, that way there is compression, but if you're the right distance away from the microphone, the compression never really kicks in. So it never has to be compressed. But like I said, this last one was fine. I think things are different because before we were recording off the Steam Deck, and now we're on the Steam Machine, and the Steam Machine has a higher total volume output than the Steam Deck did. It also handles multi-channel surround better, so it's more like it fills those channels a little bit better, even though it's only being recorded in a stereo. It seems to kind of fill it a little bit more. So, but it also just could be the volume. With that in mind, I don't know. I don't know what's quite different about it, but I think I might just be lazy and continue pushing my luck.
That'd be cool.
I'm probably gonna review it when we get back to work.
Yeah.
Just listen to it and make sure. But I don't really talk that much during it.
I haven't listened to your Psychonaut stream, but I've been listening to the Red Dead stream, and that one sounds okay.
Yeah, but the Red Dead one I did properly. I did with the distance and balance and everything.
That freaking Abraham Lincoln guy really took a beating, and he killed you in the end, which was insane.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with that. I think it was glitched.
Invincible NPC or something.
Yeah, I don't understand what the issue is with that. But yeah, now I just sit around and wait to go back to work or whatever. We're going to Kings Island. There probably won't be an episode tomorrow, cause
yeah, I'm pissed about that.
They're gonna shut our power off. They were supposed to do it today, which I'm not sure if we preface the fact that there probably wouldn't have been an episode today had they done that. But it doesn't matter because they didn't do it. But tomorrow, most certainly, we will not be able to do it because I'm pretty sure when we get here from lunch, we're not going to have electricity.
Very tragic.
So I'll be forced to play games on the Steam Deck.
I'll just sit there all sad and alone.
Yeah.
Steam Deckless.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where we're at. That's the current. That's the whole. That's everything.
That's the 9 yards. They were supposed to shut it off today, but apparently the weather's too bad.
Well, yeah, no, it's just humid. I don't understand what the problem is. It hasn't rained, or I don't think.
They've been calling for thunderstorms all day, but I haven't heard any thunder or saw any storms.
See, that's what I'm worried about going to Kings Island about. They say it's going to be sunny. I don't think anybody fucking has any idea what the weather's going to be. Even day of. It's just been insane. I've tried taking, because remember, literally the last weather conversation we had, it was oh, there's only a 20% chance of rain, but then it was pouring and storming and lightning for hours.
Yeah.
And it's what are you talking about, 20% chance of, I don't know, dude. I think that it's completely off the rails. And
weatherman, more like conjecture man. So what did you spend all day doing yesterday?
I don't know. I cooked spaghetti and ate it, and then I sat down to play games, and then when I got Psychonauts working, I got really excited and then streamed it, which is what I've already talked about.
Would you like to... Nah, never mind. That sounds pretty cool. I like spaghetti.
It was fine. I put like a bunch of beef in it.
Oh yeah, beefy spaghetti.
I ate it. I got more. Got to eat today.
I got some salmon and some cucumber and avocado, so I'm gonna make a little avocado salad with cucumber and a bit of salmon, and that should hold me together.
I only put salt in with the noodles when I made them, and then I didn't add any seasoning at all to the beef. But I didn't seem to need to, because that I just bought like pre-made tomato sauce with like garlic and herb shit, but it was so intense that it just like took over the whole thing. So it's like, I'm glad I didn't add anything else, because it would have been probably too much.
Something you can do. Oh my god, it got quiet. Something that you can add pizzazz to any pasta dish is after you boil it and drain it, put the noodles back into the pasta bowl with like a little tiny bit of pasta water, just like enough pasta water to cover the bottom, and then get some butter. Not a lot of butter, just like a little, not a decent like serving size of butter, and put that in there and mix it up with the noodles so they become all buttery and sticky. And then you get some like onion powder and garlic powder, maybe some paprika and cumin. You shove that shit in there and mix it all up. Really adds to the noodles. But it's not necessary. Like just salt and water works perfectly fine. But again, this is if you want to add like pizzazz, if you want to show off, be like, oh, I got spicy noodles.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I spent the entire day yesterday working on my nuclear map. I was planning on just working on it like half the day, but then like 4 o'clock came around and I was like, I'm going to still work on this. And then it was like 6 o'clock and I was like, I guess I'll keep working on this. And then 7 o'clock came around and I was like, oh, watch some Clarkson's Farm. I watched that for a little bit. And then after Clarkson's Farm, I went right back to it, just mapping out Europe. I did a bunch of countries yesterday. I did France and Italy and Germany and Norway and the Czech Republic and Slovakia. I did the Baltic states. I don't know. It was a lot. I was getting kind of sweaty doing it too.
Why are you sweating?
I don't know. My room is like poorly insulated because it's like it has 2 outside walls. So during the winter, even though we have the heat on, it's freezing in my room. And during the summer, even though we have the air conditioner on, it's incredibly hot in my room.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to work on it very much today. I kind of got a little burnt out on it. So I'll probably just play some Don't Starve after I exercise and shower and make my meal.
That's cool. I did a pretty decent workout last night before going to sleep. And I basically went to like my, what do you call it? When you can't go anymore?
To exhaustion?
I guess.
To failure?
Yeah.
Was it true failure or was it like, oh,
it was like, I don't think I could have physically done it again. But I did it on mostly just upper body for like, what do you call it?
Like
bench press, but with free weights.
Yeah, free weight bench press.
And then
free weight press.
I did a very, 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 very long plank. And I did a bunch of band exercises with my arms going outwards. My right arm is still fucked up. I can't hold more than 5 pounds out from my body. I can't hold 5 pounds. Like directly out from the right side of my body. I can do it in front of me, but not out to the side.
Yeah.
I still can't. I think it's getting better, but I really can't tell. I mean, I have physical therapy exercises I'm doing for it, but I haven't really regained any noticeable strength back in that regard. Which is a little...
Damn tendon issues are a killer, eh?
I guess.
They're stupid. They don't want to heal.
Yeah.
Muscles heal fine, bones heal fine, but tendons are like,
I don't know how long it's going to take. I mean, I assume it's going to fix itself eventually, right? Like, surely I just don't have the ability to lift with my right arm for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be that severe unless you torn something or something.
It's just like, it's just taking a long-ass time.
Tendon issues take longer than anyone would expect. The doctors are like, oh, it'll be a couple of weeks or a month. It's incorrect. They take like half a year to a year.
Yeah.
Every single time. Doesn't matter if it's just like a minor tendon in like your knee or your shoulder or like a crucial tendon in your ankle. Every single time. That's going to take a long-ass time.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm able to do everything else, and I don't have any pain. It's just a lack of strength. So it's like there's no. I mean, I can continue to do all the other stuff I do. I just have to be mindful of like if I'm doing an exercise that requires me to support myself in a way that would necessitate me having, applying force in that way, then it's dangerous because I might not be able to do that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I could I don't know. I don't know what the limits are of it. I don't know if it's purely lifting something directly out. I don't know if I also lack the ability to push up with that arm, or you know what I mean. I wonder if I could support myself like this. I feel like I could. I feel like it's just the tendons responsible for supporting stuff when gravity is pulling it down.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's a tricky situation because you don't know what your limits are because you can't test them, but if you do test them, you risk injuring the tendon.
Right. I mean, every once in a while, I will try to pick up a 5-pound barbell. I'll start with my left. I'll go like this, and I'll go all right, that feels fine. Switch to my right hand, and I'll just go up as high as I can, which is usually only there.
Yeah.
It's a 45 degree, and I'm I can't go any further.
Oh, Jesus. I'm not excited to go back to work. Here come the neighbors. Ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-dum.
We can fight them.
I don't want to get into a fight today. I've had enough fights for now.
Yeah, I'm pretty bored. I got a really boring, long project that I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day for sure.
I guess we can fight the neighbors.
Okay, cool. I guess we should do that then.
All right, well, we won't see you guys tomorrow, probably.
Yeah, probably. But the day after,
might be dead.
Fucking better watch out. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, that too.
You never know.
All right, well, bye.
Bye.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
How's it going?
It's going pretty well. Surprisingly, today is Wednesday.
Yeah.
Lunch break Wednesday.
Yeah.
We said we weren't going to do an episode today because they were going to turn our power off.
Yeah.
But
for some reason, it's still here.
Yeah.
Why did I just now? So I'm signed into YouTube through a different YouTube channel, one of my other accounts. And I just got a subscription notification for Timecast Archives Red Dead Redemption stream just now. Why did it take... Why? It's so weird.
I have no idea.
Does YouTube just send out subscriber notifications whenever the hell they want and not when I post the video?
I don't know. I got it when you posted. I just got the Psychonauts one when I was charging my phone.
Yeah. But I don't understand. I don't know. I don't get it. That's weird.
I do have to say, you've got very amazing elbow flexibility right there.
What are you on about?
I was just saying, your elbow's looking very nice and flexible today.
I have no idea what you're on about.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Work is interesting today. I've got a project that I'm working on. It's we do this thing where people QC work, and then it gets sent out to Texas, and then they review it, and then they send it back if the QC was done wrong. So I'm working on one of those today. So one of my team members QC'd a project, sent it back, and then the Texas people reviewed it. And it is the most nitpicky thing I've ever seen in my life. It's the largest QC I've ever seen in my life, too. There's literally 100 pages of stuff that the QCer did wrong.
Right.
And some of the corrections they want to make are insane. There's this one where they want me to exclude equipment, but in order to do that, it's just a ball ache. There's these two pieces of equipment from two different projects that are right next to each other, and in order to exclude that equipment, I have to snake the boundary around in a way that is just insane. It's the longest game of snake ever.
Right.
And a big issue with it is if you do I could do it just by moving the boundary over to the right, but then it would exclude the equipment for the project I'm working on.
Can you not just associate equipment to the boundary even though it's outside of the boundary? Just do a manual association of the boundary?
No, they wanted the equipment to be shown in the afterprint.
Oh.
But yeah, I was able to do it, but it took took like 10 minutes of working the boundary around. Now it kind of looks like spaghetti.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be an issue if like you could make your boundaries overlap.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make a boundary overlap itself, or it like turns red and doesn't allow you.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just had to do the most convoluted boundary moving around I've ever had to do in my life.
Yeah.
And like I've had projects in the past where it's like a similar situation where I didn't have to do that. I just had to call it out in the print, like, oh, this belongs to this project.
Yeah.
Don't know why they don't want us to do that. But
That's
yeah, I'm
dumb.
slowly chipping away. The worst thing about these kind of projects is they're worth 0 points.
Yeah.
But I'm already ahead on points for this week, so that's why they gave it to me.
I think I'm also good on points, but they gave me a big one anyway. But the one I have right now is hell. I've been working on it. I worked on it most of the day yesterday, and it's going to absolutely be all day today. And it's like, it's an area that has like 2 different types of equipment stacked on top of each other. So it's all like duplicated shit. But it's particularly bad because the previous design, like what's actually in the field, is nothing like what's actually in our software.
Yeah.
So, and then because there's 2 different like area specs in there, when I remove one, I'm also losing a bunch of information, like a bunch of potentially correct information about the design. So it's like, and unfortunately, I also have to do a lot of redrafting just to even get like stuff to go away, because there's so much equipment in there that's a part of 2 different specs, and some of the equipment is linked to equipment of a different spec. So in order for me to get rid of it, because it can only be one spec, I have to draft new equipment or new strand, new whatever it is, relink everything to the new stuff so I can remove the other stuff, just so I can then undraft all of that so that I can put that back in. It's like a stupid ordeal, and all of this is to just get the project into a state where I can then redraft the entire thing.
Yeah.
Into the way that it's supposed to be before, and then after all of that, I have to then design the actual design. So it's like there's a lot of steps before I can do the steps, before I can do the steps, before they can do the steps, and step 1 is taking 2 days, more than 2 days. I don't think I'm going to be done today. If I am, it's a miracle. So yeah, no, it sucks. It's very sluggy. I've just been like listening to stuff and kind of zoning out and trying to solve that. Having to skip a lot of things, which it's gonna bite me in the ass, but like sometimes I come across something and I just cannot figure out what it's connected to or why I can't get rid of it, and I have to just move on because I'm wasting too much time on like a single piece of equipment that is just floating and I have no idea what it goes to. So there's like a ton of that littered throughout. So even when I do get done with my first sweep, I have a second sweep where I have to go through and figure out these little niche things, and then I have to do a third sweep to make sure that everything that's needed is still there. It's an ordeal.
Gotta love a project with a million prerequisites before you can get to step 2.
Yeah. But I don't know. Other than all of that, it's mostly chilling. I wish today was Thursday. But it's not.
Today is kind of like your Thursday.
Yeah, but it isn't, because it's not.
It's not technically Thursday. But you don't work Friday.
Yeah, but I do work Thursday.
How did you sleep last night?
Horrible.
I stayed up way too late because I was working on my project. I actually finished the video last night.
Huh.
The main part of the editing. I just now, like, I've got all the footage and stuff together. Now I just have to go back and make little tiny minor adjustments to audio and add some sound effects and clean up some edits.
I would also sit on it for like a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you get it into a state where you like it, like render it out once, wait a day, watch it again. There's always something. There's like you can, like, honest, on the Kenshi videos I'd make, I would watch every single time I go through it. I find some new shit, and I'm like, oh, this is something I missed. I could have done this differently, and every single time you do that, it gets better. It just gets better and better and better and better and better. So you got to just keep putting it through the cycle again.
They always say, like, projects are never complete. They're just given up on.
Yeah. I mean, eventually you get to a point, I guess it is kind of giving up on it. Eventually you get to a point where you're like, all right, like, enough. Like I've this has been going on for 2 or 3 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and it's something that where I'm trying to upload relatively fast or something.
Yeah, there's just like little tiny bits where like my mouse is shown where I don't want it to be, or like
No.
the music is like 5% too loud in
Yeah.
one section. So do some other stuff there.
Yeah, I would. I don't know if you've done this already, but there's a moment in your video where you have like it's kind of at the very dramatic kind of cool down from like the music. You have like the cry, like this kind of like ambient, sad cry, horrible, depressing sound thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you needed to like kind of make that a little more subtle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just a wee bit, take the edge off a little bit, because that hits so hard after all of the fucking, like, the whole thing goes on, and then you're like, oh my god, like, this is like, it's like, could just be a little bit more subtle.
I know what part you're talking about, and I kind of like the jarring shock effect from it.
Yeah,
That was the big point of the edit for that.
yeah. I'm just afraid it's too much, where people are gonna watch that and be like, okay, I'm done with this. Like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
I watched the movie Threads yesterday, which you and I watched that movie before. It's it was made in the 80s by the British. It's like a nuclear war from the British perspective.
Yeah.
There's some bits, or there's some sounds from that movie that I want to pull out and put in to the video, where, like, I think I've shown you before. There's a bit where I'm talking about the bombing of Hiroshima, and there's like people. It's from the anime where they're like walking around, and I have some like groans and moans.
Yeah.
But I found the sounds from that movie. Oh my god, they're a lot more jarring than what I have there, and I kind of want to add them in.
Huh.
The only issue is you can kind of hear English,
Yeah.
which wouldn't make sense because it's in Japan.
Yeah.
But I think I can work around it.
Yeah.
And then I definitely want to add more sound effects throughout the video. Like, I have sound effects for like the Hiroshima part and the World War I part, but then they kind of just suddenly stop whenever I get to like, I'm talking about World War II. So I feel like it would make more sense to have some sounds there just to make it more consistent.
With the Psychonauts video, there was a lot of issues with it. Again, because of the way I had to render it, I didn't have multiple tracks. I only had the one track, so I was very limited on my ability to like fix the audio. So I have like a lot of stuff within the first 5, maybe 3 minutes. I have like a lot of text that I put on the screen. It starts off with like right after I hit like a point where I'm like, I just don't talk for a little bit. I have scrolling text that says some stuff.
Yeah.
And then after that, I have like another disclosure at the top, or more scrolling text, and then a disclosure or whatever, and then something else. And it's only like the first few minutes or whatever. But I was watching it. I was like, this is kind of like, I feel like there needs to be some kind of noise associated with the stuff. And I was like, what the hell do I do? And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna make it stupid. And I got my slide whistle. So for the sound, for the ones that go up, I'm just like whoop, 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 and it sounds really kind of crappy and stupid. And then there's like another slide whistle bit, I think. And then there's one where text just appears at the top, but I just have like my shaker and I'm like, and yeah, one of them I use like the ocarina, because it's like me being like, at this point I'm just wandering around, so I just have like really bad like shit that's associated with the.
It's really fun and awesome to be able to make like your own sound effects.
Yeah.
I was after finishing this like nuclear project, because I've been working on it for like 2 years or so, I was really worried that I was going to be lost and not really know what to do from here. But thankfully, I already have other video ideas. I want to make another nuclear video called like the 8 stages of a nuclear war.
Yeah.
Or I think I've talked to you about them before. That there's like, it's not just like the blasts and the nuclear winter you'd have to survive. There's a million other things. I guess 6 other things. But I'd like to make a video about that, and then another video called The Scale and History of Strategic Bombing, where I go more in depth about that topic.
Right.
Because I kind of like touch on the history of it and how it led to nuclear war in the nuclear video, but I feel like I could go a lot more in depth in it. I kind of imagine it like imagining like an hourglass, but the hourglass is inverted. So instead of having the wide bits at the end and the thin point in the middle where it meets, it's inverted, so like the thin bit's at the end and the wide bit in the middle, and that would represent like, on the left side it's like the start of strategic bombing, and it's really small scale with just people on horseback going around burning stuff, and then the wide bit in the middle is the carpet bombings and eventually the nuclear bombings. But then you'd go further into the future, and on the right side would be like pinpoint accurate strategic bombing, which you could see an example of that where, like the US using modern weapons that can be as accurate as like landing on a penny.
Right.
So you no longer need thousands of bombers dropping thousands of bombs or bombers dropping nuclear bombs. Now you can actually drop satellite laser guided missiles on pinpoint areas that you want to.
I knew that, like, obviously, like, I think about like a Roomba, and I'm like, okay, it navigates, like, it maps out the room and it kind of knows where it is or whatever. And then, but like, using GPS to do like larger shit, like on like Clarkson's farm with their fucking like robotic, like automated tractors and shit.
Yeah.
The accuracy of that is insane. And I wonder how much of that is spatial, where you put the sensors up and it learns where those sensors are trained, like it figures out where those sensors are in relation to the field, even though they removed those sensors. I think those sensors were only there for like GPS tracking pinpoints or something.
Yeah.
But it's crazy how accurate that is. Like, and that could possibly be reliable is insane. But my point being, the fact that that's just like a thing you can buy for a farm, and you can use GPS to be that accurate, is like, well, the weapons can be insane.
Oh yeah.
I was watching videos of people trying to like basically testing their ability to defend themselves from drones, with like shotguns, and so they were like in a trench, and they had like people fly drones in and like simulate trying to hit them, and they missed. Like there was like 20 drones, and they died 20 times.
Yeah.
Like it's impossible because they're like a 17-year-old kid flying a drone at you. Those things are fast as hell, and there's no way you're gonna be able to shoot out of the sky because they're just gonna zip and get you. And like,
I was watching this other thing, how the military is using gameplay experience from games like Squad to come up with new theories on how to defend drones.
Right.
Because it's a good way to get like experience without actually risking people.
Right.
And they've actually come up with some pretty good tactics against them.
Huh.
Like making like overlapping cones of fire with types of weapons like Gatling guns or shotguns, or using drones to attack the drones or nets. But obviously you would use a combination of all of those eventually.
Right.
Really interesting stuff.
Yeah.
But we have to go back to work.
Says who?
The government.
Okay.
Get back to work.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah, I guess.
Yay.
Whatever.
Good night.
Bye.